Tag TV and Tag Radio be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. Have you heard? Some business owners actually believe that IT should solve more problems than it creates. Bottom line, and I mean bottom line, in today's economy, by having the right solution to a company's IT issues and business needs simply helps to ensure that that company continues to grow and prosper. Greetings, everyone. It's Thursday, May 5th, 2011, and this is a special TAG Premier Member Showcase edition of Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. The Premier Member focus turns to one of the most trusted IT consulting firms in the Southeast, CTS, with offices in Birmingham, Mobile, and Atlanta. The span of CTS services includes solutions development, managed services, quality assurance, and consulting. Some 155 employees, combined with 200 clients, comprise a formidable technology partnership network. CTA exists to help its clients solve problems using technology and processes. They believe and deliver what highly competitive businesses demand. IT should solve problems, not create them. Up to the Tech Talk, CTS General Manager, Atlanta, Brandon Thompson, top executive responsible for strategy, sales, delivery, and operations at the company's Atlanta operation. Brandon's career includes software development, quality assurance, project management, business analysis, enterprise integration, content management, and business intelligence. From electric utilities and renewable energy, nuclear, oil, gas, manufacturing, and financial services, Brandon has provided his IT expertise to companies across the country. His solutions have been studied and documented by Microsoft Industry Solutions Team. Challenges and opportunities facing business in today's economy, and just what does the future hold for enterprise collaboration, content management, and integration, as the Premier Member focus is on CTS, as Tino speaks with General Manager, CTS Atlanta, Brandon Thompson.
Brendan, thank you for joining me on Tech Talk today, and thanks for CTS being Premier Members of TAG.
No, thank you, Tina. We're happy to be a part of TAG and happy to be a part of the program today.
For our listeners, many of them know CTS, but for those that don't, that'd be a good place to start. Who is CTS? And I know your headquarters aren't here, but you opened an office in Atlanta, I'm guessing now maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So talk about why you opened an office here.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. Well, CTS, we are not the manufacturer of the Cadillac. We're also not the manufacturer of the faulty Toyota accelerators from a few years ago. CTS, we're Computer Technology Solutions. We're an IT consulting firm specializing in portals and collaboration, business intelligence, software development, quality assurance, and application integration solutions. We've been in Atlanta now about 3 years. And the strategic answer to why we opened the Atlanta office was to align with our growth strategy to diversify revenue by expanding across the Southeast. And then the simple explanation is that we had an existing client that was requesting local services here in Atlanta.
And you mentioned the word collaboration, and that's a hot topic nowadays. But I think there's opportunities, and there also seems to be challenges. So what are some of the current collaboration challenges facing businesses today, and how does CTS address those?
Well, let me start with just a quick explanation of collaboration, or at least collaboration, just modern-day IT. Within a business, collaboration can refer to how ideas are created and shared across lines of business, across office locations, and across industries. At the lowest level, collaboration can describe how co-located members of a business unit communicate to complete a project like month-end invoicing or a new benefits package. It could also mean how different business units work together to complete a company-wide initiative like Six Sigma. And then it can refer to multiple businesses working together to satisfy some kind of government regulation or some kind of industry-wide change. One that's near and dear to our hearts here in Georgia, and as well the CTS, is Southern Company's effort with the new nuclear reactors at Vogtle 3 and 4. They're actually working with multiple utilities and vendors really across the world to standardize the design for those nuclear reactors. Some of the challenges with collaboration right now, they're really all about growth, new generation entering the workforce, and then just ongoing outsourcing and globalization. As the economy improves, new business opportunities are emerging, competition's increasing. In order to get to market fast enough, many companies don't have time to develop solutions internally, so they're forced to partner with other companies to develop those new products and services and get into the market as quickly as possible. Also, we know a lot of younger generations are entering the workforce. Many of these generations throughout high school and college have always had access to email, have always had access to internet. Most of them now have had access to mobile devices for several years. So those new generations have constant expectations of real-time interaction with social media type solutions. Regarding outsourcing and globalization, we know that that's a trend that appears to be here to stay. It continues to grow. And for those of us that have worked on project teams with various members in different cities and different states and different countries, the prospects of in-person communication is challenging, if not impossible. With this topic of collaboration, you hear a lot of people talk about Enterprise 2.0 or Web 2.0, and really what we're talking about there are just technologies that streamline business processes and enhance collaboration through social media tools and mobile devices. At CTS, how we address some of these challenges, we're a Microsoft partner. We've got a gold competency in software development and gold competency in portals and collaboration. And specifically, we provide a number of offerings around Microsoft SharePoint platform. Mm-hmm. We can help companies plan, brand, customize, and deploy intranet or internet-based portal solutions with blogs, wikis, lists, file libraries, workflows, calendars, action item tracking, security, really in any of the out-of-the-box SharePoint features, any of the add-ons that are available online. And then another service offering that's gotten a lot of interest here recently is we can migrate existing portal solutions from either older versions of SharePoint, like SharePoint 2003, MOS 2007, or even other portal platforms like Lotus Notes. And we're actually proud to announce that we're going to be partnering with TAG on May the 24th to deliver a webinar that focuses on some of these challenges related to SharePoint 2010.
So listen in, everyone, on May 24th to hear more about collaboration and use of some of these tools, which should make it easier. And it sounds like in some ways collaboration at least provides opportunities for real-time work together, and that's all a good thing. So let's move on to, you also talked about content management, and here's another area that has opportunities and challenges. So maybe bring to life, Brendan, in short order, challenges facing business today, and again, how does CTS address these?
Yeah, well, when we talk about content management, what we're referring to are the processes, the technologies that support the collection, management, publication of information across an organization. It's talking about structured and unstructured digital content like Microsoft Word documents, spreadsheets, email, XML, blogs, and all the varieties of information that are now developed as part of social media platforms. When we talk about challenges with content management right now, a lot of it has to do with the growth of information. I read a Gartner CIO survey that was published in 2010, and it said that almost half of CIOs expect data growth to be one of their top 3 challenges this year in 2011. Data is also becoming a lot more complex, and that has a lot to do with the fact that there's a lot of increased connectivity with on-site, off-site, mobile, cloud-based data storage. A lot of organizations still have legacy hardware and software infrastructure that may run on a mainframe with COBOL, with Fortran, but it's got to be accessed and viewed in conjunction with data from PeopleSoft, SAP, whatever kind of ERP an organization might be using, along with their mobile devices, third-party hosted solutions that are provided by other vendors. And then finally, another challenge has to do with just regulatory audit requirements. Here at CTS, many of our customers face legal compliance and internal audit requirements related to Sarbanes-Oxley, Gramm-Leach-Bliley, and these requirements limit who can and who can't access data. We actually had a customer, it was a municipality in the state of Alabama, who had a property that was deeded to them many generations ago by a family, and there was some land deed that specified particular restrictions on the property, and one of them said the property had to be used as a city park. Well, this happened 50 years ago, and they decided they need to build a road, so they decided to build this road on the place where the park was supposed to be, and some family member actually had kept track of the record for all that time and actually made the city remove the road and replant grass. And this is just an example of what happens when you just don't have much of a content management strategy. For us, our Portals and Collaboration Center of Excellence, we got a lot of offerings that can help companies that might have some of these challenges. We can help you develop your information architecture to map out your content sources, the structure, the governance of content, and then we can help you develop an enterprise search solution with a platform like Microsoft Fast that allows you to query structured and unstructured data across your enterprise.
Let's move on to IT integration, and what are some of the challenges facing business today in that arena, and again, how does CTS address that particular need?
Yeah, well, during the early days of IT, just about any kind of computer transaction was performed, and that data was stored in a single location, which likely would have been the mainframe. In the 90s, we all learned about distributed development, where we could have components of an application on multiple machines, multiple servers, file shares. And now we see that data and applications, they live behind the firewall in the corporate intranet, they live on the internet, they live on thumb drives, they live on off-site cloud storage from Amazon, and then whatever our latest mobile devices by Apple, by Google, by Microsoft. And businesses have to be able to deal with these applications. They may be custom built from a third party, they may be part of a legacy system, some kind of combination, but businesses and IT groups have to be able to support these various platforms, these various technologies. And when you talk about being able to integrate these solutions so you can have one version of the truth, a cohesive view of all your data, you get into challenges like corporate politics, where you've got to have the HR system talk to the billing system, and in a lot of IT groups, IT is functionally aligned according to these business units. There isn't always a lot of motivation to make these groups work together. A lot of the customers that we've worked with, as they have developed enterprise-wide integration solutions, they really become mission critical. You can imagine that if you're an insurance company, billing is critical. So if an integration platform is being used in order to handle customer billing, you cannot have that integration platform go down. If you're an electric utility and you have an integration platform that facilitates automated meter reads, you cannot have that integration platform go down, or you won't be able to read meters, you won't be able to respond in the event of an outage, you won't be able to handle invoicing and billing. Another challenge just has to do with control. When you're developing integration solutions, there's just a limited amount of control that the developers of the integration solution have over whatever applications might be participating. So if we've got to integrate mainframe to SAP to Oracle, whatever the case may be, we're really going to be at the mercy of whatever kind of interfaces those solutions provide. What that often leads is the person who's developing the integration solution really has to work around that, and they have to make do with whatever is available in the endpoints of the integration solution. And then finally, really the last challenge we see with integration is just a lack of standards. There are technical standards like XML, XSL, web services, EDI, and then we see vertically there are organizations like NIST that define standards like HL7 for healthcare, and then SIM for utility and smart grid. But still, in order to develop a solution, it can just be a challenge to have an enterprise-wide and a forward-thinking integration strategy. So our Application Integration Center of Excellence, We can help customers envision, we can help them scope and define requirements for integration solutions. We can help them architect and design integration patterns for service-oriented architectures for enterprise service buses. We can help them design application integration infrastructure, ensure that it's highly available, it's got disaster recovery mechanisms in place, it's prepared to perform according to the transaction load that's going to be expected. We can develop testing strategies for these solutions, and then we can extend existing enterprise integration solutions to account for external parties like EDI and cloud providers.
So we're all out of time, but I do want to thank you for joining me on Tech Talk today. For our listeners, you see that the company CTS that's right here in Atlanta area, they have an office here, and the things we talked about, collaboration, content management, integration, certainly at the enterprise level, there's a number of ways that you can work with this company. So, Brandon, congratulations on your accomplishments with the company, and look forward to hearing more from you in the future.
Absolutely. I appreciate Tino, and don't forget about our May 25th TAG webinar, SharePoint 2010, Get It Right the First Time.
Thank you very much.